Hi, here's the MyMaths walkthrough of the depreciation topic, so 107. Now, depreciation in this context, it's similar to the compound interest. So the compound interest formula, and it's going to be the same one for this one, is the amount times by the percentage multiplier, and you put it to the amount of years that you're looking at, or whatever time frame we're talking about. That's the general formula for compound interest. Interest is where you take the 100%, you add the 100% on to get your multiplier, and then depreciation is where the value actually goes down. So you take 100% and take the interest off and see how it goes on the depreciation rate. So let's have a look at the question. So the first question says, an item costs £3,000, so we've got 3,000. We've got depreciation rate, an item costs £3,000 to buy new, depreciates at 12% per annum, so every year it goes down by 12%. Calculate the depreciated value of the item and the amount of depreciation after 8 years. So we're going for 8 years. Okay, so we're depreciating, so we start with 100% of the amount and we're taking off 12%, which leaves us with 88% of the amount. And to figure out 88%, you just multiply by 0.88. So the calculation I'm going to do is 3,000 times by 0.88 to the power of 8. So now I grab a calculator and I'll go for that one. So I've got 3,000, oops, if I turn it on it works, 3,000 times, oh no, that's 300, 3,000 times 0.88, and I put that to the power of 8, and then I press equals, and the amount I end up with is equal to, and I bet this is the nearest pound, so let's just quick look, give you answer to the nearest pound, yep. I haven't cleared that. Right, so that's 1079 pounds, because it says 0.9, so that rounds the 8 up to a 9. And then the amount is depreciated by, that's a second depreciated value, then the depreciation itself is a 3,000, take away that answer, so I just press ANS on the calculator, and I've got, it's gone down by £1,921 is how much it's gone down by. Okay, so the first two answers. Next question. Sound system is valued at 2,400, so we've got £2,400 to kick off with. Every 6 months it depreciates by 13%, so that's interesting. So 13%, no, it's not per annum, it's per 6 months. Okay, now, so I want 6 years, so we're looking for 6 years, which is 12 lots of this 6 months, so that's 12 times 6 months is going to be 6 years. So that's an important number. So my depreciation is 100%, take away the 13%, which is 87%. And to figure that out, I'm going to multiply by 0.87. So now I'll go with the question, or the sum now. So 2,400 times by 0.87, which is a 13% decrease, and I'm putting it to the power of 12. Okay, so that 12 is going to go there. That's the time frame. So I said years up here, but actually it depends on how often you run it. So if you run it per annum, that's in years. If you run it every 6 months, you do it every 6 months. So there's 12 of them in 6 years. 6 years. So let's go for the question now. So I've got 2,400 times by 0.87 to the power of 12. Press equals, and I get £451. And is it to the nearest pound? Let's have a look. Yeah, give answers, or all answers to the nearest pound. So that's £451, and it's 0.2, so that's 451. Last question. Excuse me. So a new boat costs £45,000. 1, 2, 3. Each year its value depreciates by 15%, so that's per year. So we count in years. How much value will it lose? How much value will it lose in 3 years? So 3 years later. So we've got 45, 1, 2, 3 times by 0.85. So that's 100%. Take away 15%, leaves me with 85%. So that's 0.85. And I put that to the power of 3. And that's equal to 45,000, 1, 2, 3 times by 0.85 to the power of 3. Okay, and that's that number there, whatever that is. So there's your number, that's how much it's worth, but that's not how much it's lost, because the question actually says, how much will it lose? So it started at 45,000, I've ended up there, so I'll just do a takeaway now. So 45, 1, 2, 3 take away the last answer that was just on the calculator, press equals, and apparently I lose £17,364. So that's how much I've lost over the 3 years. Let's throw those answers in and see how many mistakes I've made. So the first question, depreciated value, I've got 1079. Lost 1921. Next one was 451. And the last question, if I've got it right, is 17364. And then press market. 8 out of 8, that's okay, so that's right so far. Okay, so no major mistakes yet. Let's go for the next page. So harder questions apparently. Let's see if we're getting harder questions or not, or whether we can manage these ones. So I'll take it from there and I'll put it on the book so we can see what I'm up to. Excuse me. I'm killing myself with a stupid cough. Right, the original price of a sofa is 5,500. 5,500 is the original price. Its value is 2272.91 after 5 years. Find the depreciation rate. So the way I would work it out, I would say 5,500. I'm multiplying it by, so it's going down by some depreciation rate which we don't know, but we do know it's over 5 years, and we do know the final answer is going to be 2272.91. So we do know that bit. So we can actually set up this calculation, which was how we would work it out, and that's the answer we should get. And then it's just a case of undoing all this thing. So to undo times and by that one, I'm going to divide it by 5,500. So let's just do that. So 2272.91 divided by 5500. So that gives me this answer. Alright. And then, so that's the percentage. So the percentage to the power of 5 is equal to 0.41. Remember, this is a percentage multiplier. It's not actually the percentage. 3, 2, and then that just runs off forever. Now the way we get rid of this 5 is we do the fifth root, so we say 0.4132 whatever to the power of 1 over 5, or an easy way to do it on the calculator is ANS to the power of 1 over 5. So the way I'm doing that on the calculator, if you can see the calculator, is I'm pressing ANS to the power and a fraction 1 over 5. Okay, so that's telling me so the percentage multiplier is 0.8379999, runs off forever. So this is the same as 83.799999%. Okay, so that's what I've multiplied by. So how much has the percentage gone down by? So I can see that 100% take away this 83.79999 thing forever is equal to so I've got to do 100 take away 100 times by the last answer, and I've got 16.2%. So the depreciation rate there was 16.2%. So a bit of hassle on that question, but it does say at the top these are harder questions, and it starts with just that line there to figure out what's going on. Question 2. The population of a country town is decreasing at a rate of 5%. So we don't know the population yet. How many years will it take for the population's town of 15,000? Oh, okay, this is a good one, this one. So we've got a population of 15,000. We're dropping by 5%, so I'm times it by 0.95, so that's a 5% drop on 100%. And the power we don't know, so I'm going to put a question mark here. And we want the population to drop below, how many years drop below 10,000? Okay, now all we do here is guess. So I've got 15, 1, 2, 3, multiplying by 0.95. We've got some power there, let's say the power is 5, and let's see what it equals. Now I've got 11,606, that's not the right answer. So if I go back here and I change this to 6, delete 6, and I've got 11,026, so it's more than 6, that's to rocket up to 10. Well, that's below now, so it's between 10. So it's between 6 and 10 years. So let's try 8. I'll go over here. I'll try 8 years. So now I've got still less than 10,000. So now it's between 6 and 8. Let's try 7. So 7 years, delete 7. And now I've got more than 10,000. So So when it was 7 years, I had 10,475. When I've got 8 years, delete 8 years, then I've got less than 10,000, which is the one, 9,951. So the answer to this one is 8 years. And we're doing that just by guessing. There is an official way of working it out, but that's more into the A-level work when you learn about logs and the rules for logarithms. You can work that out, but at the moment we can just guess again. Okay, trial improvement it's actually called, so it's got a posh name. A second-hand car is valued at after 3 years from new when it is purchased. A second-hand car is valued at £17,718.27, 3 years from when it was purchased new. Find its new price if it's depreciated at 12% per annum. So we've got the new price, so new price times by a 12% depreciation is multiplied by 0.88, so 100% take away 12%. We've got 3 years, and we have a value of 17718.27. So I need to figure out the new price. All I need to do is get rid of this bit. So times and by that one is the same as dividing by 0.88 to the power 3 to give me the new price. So I get the number now. So 17718.27 divided by 0.88 to the power of 3. Yep, 3 years from new. So that's equal to, give your answer to the nearest £1,000. So it's equal to £25,999.99707p. So the nearest £1,000 is going to be £26,000. Okay. Right, let's put the numbers in, see how badly we did on this page, if we've got anything right. So the first answer I had was 16.2%, and it says one decimal place, so 16.2, that looks okay. The number of years we said was 8, and the value, the nearest 1,000, is 26,000. Mark it and see if we got them right. Got them right. So that was it. No silly mistakes anywhere, so that looks good to me, and that's where I'm going to stop the video for depreciation. Bye.